how can we be upset at Hansi Flick? This is really bothers me when I'm not, and I'm just gonna call you guys out. Barcelona penalties. It really bothers me that you guys are criticizing Hansi Flick for this when we don't have anything off the bench. And where were we last season when we embarrassed Real Madrid when they were supposed to be the ones winning everything last season? So now things are not working, but it's mainly that this team has no juice. This team is a bunch of spoiled brats. Dude, I follow this team. I follow Barca, dude. Barcelona, I've been through thick and thin with them, but dude, they're not representing Barcelona right now. They are a bunch of spoiled brats that are just waiting for the referees to call Kunde. It's just waiting for the referee to call that. Araujo, don't even get me started, bro. Rip the Band-Aid off. Out. Most people that know my content, most people that know me, they know that I'm a big defender. I'm very, I'm the last to be out on players. I've been the biggest Olmo defender. I've been the biggest Araujo defender. Dude, rip the Band-Aid off. That's it. No more.
Volume.
This
Can I
is
cut
it,
off?
bro. Like
This reactionary.
Volume.
I'm not talking about just the pen, guys.
No. I know. You said the Hansi Flick. I'm talking about the Hansi Flick point.
Hold on. When he's getting caught behind the back, they throw in these long crosses. He's lifting his hand, asking the referee to call the offside before he actually makes sure that's an offside. That's an offside play. It's not offside, bro. It's not. How many times are you going to raise your hand asking a referee to call the offside when you're the one who are allowing the play to be on? There's no IQ. And this guy, dude, he used to be under Xavi Hernandez. He used to be one of the better players. And you know what? The most pathetic thing that I've seen in this team, and I'll end with this, is at halftime, Sevilla had 58% of ball possession. 58% with Pedri and Frankie on the field. Are you going to tell me that these midfielders that I don't even know their fucking names are better than Pedri and Frankie? And in the midfield, there's no intensity. There's no pressing. You know, one thing that Real Madrid does very well this season is that he forced you to be technical. He forced you to have a good technique. You know what? The longer I give my grandpa the ball, and he'll pass it right back to me because nobody's pressing him. The faster they press you, the more technical you have to be and the better decisions you have to make. So Real Madrid is pressing with a super high intensity, and it's making opponents to be good technically on the ball. And that is how you exploit these teams, because you're just better in every single phase. But if you're not pressing, if you're just entitled, you think you're going to roll out of bed and beat these teams, dude, be my guest. Look at all the goals from Sevilla today. Every single goal was long passes to the flanks, a long pass across the field. Somebody is closing up the gap and just basically one-on-one with Szczesny. And the fact that Szczesny is getting blamed for me, I think is nearly pathetic.
The third goal, man.
Szczesny made a mistake. Szczesny made a mistake on the third goal for Carmona goal. That was a pathetic goal that he allowed. But don't make any mistake. Are we even watching this game?
You're right.
We see Szczesny stop three clear chances that should have been a goal in the first half. That game was not 4-1 at halftime because of Szczesny. Why are we watching? What are we watching?
No, you're right.
Szczesny is not to blame in this game. Szczesny didn't have a good performance, but
He's
Szczesny
right.
was one of the ones who actually was lifting his hand saying, dude, we're getting annihilated. We got to do something about this.
I got a question.
Volume. Let me say this, though. You said Hansi Flick, obviously, I know he brought us from the dead. 23, 24, we were absolutely trash. But this game, well, you know, Rafinha, your best attacking presser is out. Our defense is getting exposed 6-7 times. The Hansi Flick has to make some adjustment. This game, in my opinion, was all on him. In my opinion, when you see your team getting absolutely exposed multiple times, 4, 5 times, are you just still standing there, not doing nothing, not being at least pragmatic, not telling your players go at least a little yard back, mid block, nothing, just going all the way, trying in hopes.
So what's
of
your answer? You're losing the game. What the freaking hell difference does it make if you lose that game 2-1 or 4-1?
We are not losing 4-1.
You're not going to come back in this game if you drop the line back. That's how you're gonna
Yes, we're
score.
not. We
If
have,
you push
we
up,
have the
No, but I have a
personnel.
question.
that's
I
how
have
we
a
worked
serious
last
question.
year. Why are we changing tactics all of a sudden mid-game?
No,
Okay, but
of course, but when you see Barca volume that it's not completely working, are we just supposed to be stubborn then? I'm not.
that's
We have to
exactly
adjust. We have to adapt. That's why Xabi Alonso is doing a lot of good stuff. He adapting to the system when he has some players out. He adapted when Bellingham and other players off. Sometimes he plays 3 in the back. Sometimes he plays 4 in the back.
I mean,
But
let me end
again,
with this.
Hansi
Let
Flick
me
is
end with this.
always the same.
Let
That's
me
my
end with
problem
this
with him.
because I think I'm being the one who actually not defended Lewandowski. Last season, I was criticizing Lewandowski when he was scoring, and people on my channel I ruffle a lot of feathers on my channel because I was criticizing Lewandowski. I'm like, dude, he has the most frustrating game. He did nothing all game, and then he scores a sitter. And Lewandowski scoring goals. He's scoring. He's getting it done. He's doing it. And I'm like, dude, he's not doing it. He's not doing it. It's not working. He's not playing well. No, but people were coming at me. But now it's like, bro, if we're not gonna get the sitters, then what are we doing? If we're not gonna get this penalty kicks where you haven't, that's your bread and butter, scoring penalty kicks. Dude, if we're not gonna get the penalty kicks, then what are we getting from you? What are we gonna get from you?
I have to say
we might as well just move on and just go to Saudi in December. Because
this is like Jonas, I do want you to respond to that Hansi Flick thing because you were very vocal. Let me tell you something. If there's any way to crash out through text, Jonas was doing that over this manager. I feel like Jonas is damn near Hansi Flick out, to be honest. It feels like you're throwing that line.
I will. Look what Sevilla just posted. Look what Sevilla just posted on their main account. Look at that.
Crazy.
Don't worry. Look at. Wait, hold on. Let me do this. Okay.
Hey, what's that dude naked though? What's that dude naked there?
No, that's not fucking Nicholas. Don't worry. We've updated the bio. Barcelona in the
That's Kunde. That's
By the way,
Kunde.
but let Jonas join though. Like with
that was Kunde. That was Kunde.
Let me say this. With Hansi Flick,
check
my thing is, bro, if you want to play this flipping high line and you're so stubborn with it, bro, it's like a prerequisite. You must press well. If we're not pressing well, drop it. It's as simple as that, bro.
It's a boring analysis.
But hear me out. Is it a boring, bro? But it's the truth. Why are we not pressing well then? If we're
it's
not
a lazy analysis.
But why are we not pressing well? I actually want to know why.
Now we're talking. You just said why we're not pressing well, so that's better. But you just say high line, that means nothing because it's not the high line that's the problem. It's the fact that we're not pressing high. We don't have intensity. We're entitled. We think we're gonna roll out of bed and beat these teams, and we're not doing the same. Last year, we were pressing all season long until Borussia Dortmund was one of the few teams that started exploiting our defense. And they basically gave a blueprint for other teams. Remember, we lost that game 3-1. And that was the first game where we really felt like we took a gut punch. And then Inter Milan capitalized on that. And they saw it. And then now every single team is doing that. Now it's on Hansi Flick. I do agree. It's on Hansi Flick to make adjustments because we are predictable right now. We're very predictable. Every team knows press high up on the midfielders, get the ball back, automatically use the wingers. That's every time. And every time it's Gerard Martin on the right, and every time is Kunde being so slow on the other side. And you know what? Our best, I didn't even get a chance to say, our best defender right now is Eric Garcia. 2 years ago, Eric Garcia was in freaking Girona, bro. That's how bad everybody else is, that this guy from Girona is the better defender right now for the team.
No, that's but my problem is this. Okay, we're not pressing well. Okay, so you know this, and that was the Sevilla game. We didn't press well. That Sevilla game was shocking. The players, the manager, everybody needs to hang their head in shame, right? But the PSG game, I thought that the players actually tried to press. I think the players
first 30 minutes at least, yeah.
Yes. No, even I think generally, even in the second, I think they tried. I think that PSG were just better on the ball. We could not get it. And that's what I'm saying. Yo, Hansi Flick, drop the line. Why are you letting Hakimi lightning quick? Why are you so reluctant to play the high line? I think the players tried against PSG. I generally do. But we still got beat down.
I agree with you, Jonas. I think to excel last year, as we did, we had a lot of intense players, like our players that play with intensity. Rafinha being the best one in the attack line. And the last 2 games that he missed, it showed that our attack is actually not that good with at least pressing. And when that attack gets past, our high line and our midfield is cooked. It's cooked. So all starts from that front.
I agree with dropping the line. I like the way we played against Newcastle, so I'm not going to be disingenuous or just say that what you guys are saying. I don't agree with. I do agree with some of what you guys are saying, but I don't agree with saying why do we keep playing the high line in the second half? Well, we're playing the high line in the second half because the high line gives us a better option to score. That's just a fact. I mean, there's no ifs and buts about it. So in that halftime, we're losing this game. We have to play with the high line so we can get a better chance to score. But if we drop back, well, now we're playing a defensive tactic when we need to be scoring goals.
I know, but volume, we didn't have Lamine Yamal and Rafinha. Our only options to at least outscore the opponent team. When we don't have Rafinha and not have Lamine Yamal, that option to easily score goals is 50% off.
And
it's
also,
out of the
I have to say, I have to say this real quick, okay?
Again.
Have you guys noticed Sevilla and PSG? We really struggled to even hold on to the ball. Sevilla is dominating possession. PSG dominating possession. You know, I don't understand. I've never seen even the Xavi teams, even the Koeman teams, possession for no reason. At least we had the ball. Without the ball, you cannot dictate a game.
Everybody wants to hear Omar.
Bro,
I mean, I was going to ask Omar because we're talking about Hansi Flick, right? And I'm listening to you guys, go at it. And I watched all of Omar's videos since that ass whipping that Sevilla gave you, may I just add. But Omar has been very critical of Flick. Bro, I mean, do you think the tactics are a problem? I mean, look, like last word from Omar, then we move on.
This is the problem, Will. The problem is this, bro. You can't back a manager and criticize him. That's the problem. The problem these days is that whenever you're supporting a manager, you can't criticize their tactics. You can't criticize if their tactics didn't work out. You can't call out anything, bro. Because if not, then you're Flick out. Or you're overreacting. Or this is why you're not grateful. This is the problem with fans, bro. We like to live in the past. We're in the here and now. Last season was great. And don't get it twisted. I'm not Flick out. I am not Flick out. But I am flicked out because I've been watching the games. I've been watching the performances. It's not just the results that matter. See, sometimes you can take a defeat when you're like, okay, well, maybe we lost to the better team and maybe we were just downright unlucky. The performances recently, and this is something I've echoed since last season. Listen, there was no football chaos last season. But Will, you knew me since last season. When we did a preview, I told you, bro, we play one-dimensional, which is the highline football. The moment teams in the league start to understand how to counter this highline, we are screwed. I said this last season when we won the domestic treble. You're looking at this season, and you're looking at a club like Sevilla, bro. If Sevilla can break through our high line, we're screwed. Because everybody else, when everybody else figures it out, guess what? We're going to be dealing with this all season. This is the problem. It's not a problem for me to ask for a plan B, for God's sake. The best managers in the world always have a backup plan if plan A doesn't work. Because sometimes plan A doesn't work against certain teams. But if you play one certain way, this is what happens. Teams are going to figure out how to play against it. So what do you do when teams figure out how to play against it? Just going to play the same way? No, because you're going to become predictable. Because everyone's going to be like, well, we know what Flick is going to set up with. We know how he's going to set up. We know where the defensive line is going to be. We know where everybody is going to be. We know what Yamal is going to do. We know what Rafinha is going to do. We know what Lewandowski is going to do. We know what Olmo's job is. We already know this because he plays the same way every single game. You understand what I mean? So when I'm calling this out, I'm not saying sack the manager. But then again, I have the right as a fan to be critical and call out and say, listen, Hansi Flick, what are you going to do about this? Because we're playing the same way, and now teams are beginning to understand how to play against us. Does that make me less of a fan, or am I overreacting?
No, bro.
Because I'm saying,
yeah, it's real, bro. It's real because, I can't stand for this. Guys, 2-1 to PSG. You can put it away. Fine, champs of Europe. 4-1 to Sevilla, bro. Are we some fools? Are we bums?
Yes.
I'm questioning our players' quality. Guys, shut up, bro. What do you mean we're bums?
Hey.
4-1 to Sevilla is unacceptable. That's my point, bro.
You know when things have gone completely out of line, when Miguel starts to swear.
Yeah, when he's swearing, bro.
That's when you know things have gone to shit. When Miguel swears like that, fair play.
This is the final thing I'm
It's
going to say.
pathetic, bro. It's just pathetic.
This is the final thing I'm going to say about it, okay? Look, this is the last thing I'm going to say about this, right? I'm not sitting here pointing all the whole thing on Flick. At the end of the day, when it comes to the match, it was disgusting. It was a disgusting performance from the player.
Can you talk about Araujo?
That's what I'm about to get to that. Because here's the thing with Araujo, bro.
El
I really
Capitan.
tried with this guy. I really did. Since last season, I've been trying to defend this guy. But here's the thing, bro. He's shown this is his level, bro. He's got that bozo in him. Like, I don't know how this brother, right, you're in the box. You're literally holding the striker. Clip him, and yet you're complaining. I'm like, bro, even I'm a Barca fan, and even I knew that was a pen. Like, bro, how stupid can you be inside the box like that? And he still had the nerve to complain. I'm like, what are you complaining about, brother? That was on you. And this is the point, bro. Look, man, I'm so tired.
Tell that to Warrior,
and I'll
Omar.
say it
Tell
again,
that to
right?
Warrior.
At the end of the day, bro, I don't want to hear about, this Yamal, there was no Yamal, there was no...
a penalty.
We knew this was going to be a big miss. But, brother, look at Sevilla's form coming into this game. It's not like they were cooking before we played them. These guys were struggling they won their last game, but they were yo-yo club this season.
The last two games, Omar, in their defense, their last two games were pretty good. I said on my preview, they made a difficult game for Villarreal, and they beat Rayo Vallecano.
All right, well, it is.
Now they beat Barça, so the last three games they're pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, look, it sounds good, but yeah, I think we can all agree it wasn't good enough from Barca. Look, guys, get in the chat, right? Let us know what you're saying about that embarrassment. We gave you guys Barca talk for fucking an hour, bro.
Can I say something real quick?
Right.
It'll be less than 30 seconds.
Go.
So everybody here is hitting the panic button, and you guys are celebrating. That's fine. You guys can have your day. I just want to remind you guys something. This is the second game Barcelona lost in 2025, and we're 2 points away from Real Madrid, and we're gonna face them in October 26th.
Welcome.
Yeah, but bro,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.